Now, New York's #1 news. Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Mike Marza.
I'm Michelle Charlesworth on this Wednesday, October 20th. We begin with breaking news out of East Harlem. A deli worker was stabbed to death when a customer tried to rob him. It happened just after 11:30 last night outside of the deli on 2nd Avenue. The 34-year-old victim called a family member to say he was being robbed by a regular customer. That's when the robbery turned violent and he was stabbed. He died at the hospital. The suspect ran off, has not been arrested. Family members say the victim was a father from Yemen working hard to feed his family. More breaking news, this time in Queens. At least 2 people had to go to the hospital after 2 livery cars collided. This was just after 3:15 this morning at Myrtle Avenue and 84th Avenue in Richmond Hill. The crash also took down a street sign. Those injured are expected to survive.
Tomorrow, the House will vote to hold a former top Trump advisor Steve Bannon in contempt of Congress for refusing to appear before the congressional committee investigating the siege on the U.S. Capitol. That committee voted unanimously to hold Bannon in contempt after he refused to comply with a subpoena. Bannon made several comments in the days leading up to the rally turned insurrection that led investigators to believe that he knew specific plans about that attack. He's refused to testify, claiming executive privilege.
Our goal is simple. We want Mr. Bannon to answer our questions. We want him to turn over whatever records he possesses that are relevant to the Select Committee's investigation. So it's a shame that Mr. Bannon has put us in this position, but we won't take no for an answer.
After the House vote, the matter will be sent on to the Justice Department, which will decide whether to file criminal charges against Bannon.
Turning now to the coronavirus pandemic. Overnight, we learned New York City announced a new vaccine mandate for all municipal workers. The city will require workers to get their first shot by October 29th. The move will eliminate the testing option for unvaccinated members of the city's workforce. There is a $500 incentive for workers to get vaccinated before that deadline. The city's vaccination rate among municipal workers, which includes firefighters and police officers, is about 83%.
The CDC meeting today and tomorrow to talk about mixing and matching COVID-19 vaccines. Meantime, a source telling ABC News the FDA will recommend people get the same vaccine brand for their booster shot, but it won't be required. This comes as a new limited study looking at antibodies showed people who got the one-shot Johnson & Johnson vaccine may benefit more from a booster with an mRNA vaccine.
New York Governor Hochul says she's ready for a mad dash of parents trying to get their children vaccinated once the Pfizer shots are approved for kids ages 5 to 11. The governor announced a plan to make schools alternate vaccination sites. She says mass vaccination sites are also being considered. The FDA could authorize the Pfizer shot for kids 5 to 11 before the end of the month. And happening today, the First Lady of the United States will be in the Bronx, where she will visit a public school. Dr. Jill Biden called for raises for teachers. The First Lady teaches at Northern Virginia Community College.
Late October, school children holding on to these outdoor recess days, as many as we can squeeze in before winter arrives. Sounds like today's going to be great.
Right?
I like outdoor recess days. Yeah, no, this is good stuff. So we're 63 at about 10 a.m. already today, and we just improve as we go through the day. Plenty of sunshine. A few clouds will drift by early in the morning. It's a little pocket of clouds that's coming out of Pennsylvania, central New York State, but as it moves by, it leaves us with sunshine all afternoon. And since we started warm, we end warm, 75 degrees. There's a degree or 2 difference in Thursday and Wednesday, and then I think as we move a front through, mostly dry Thursday night into Friday, we'll keep it breezy and near 70, but an offshore system that pulls by on Saturday probably keeps us cool and fairly damp feeling and around 60 degrees. Guys?
Always good when you hear damp. Always good. Thank you, Sam. Stay connected with us all day.
Watch Eyewitness News and ABC News Live New York anytime on our app for your TV. Just search ABC7 New York.